light. And a little more coffee in the cup. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Are you all excited that it's Saturday? I act like it's such a big deal for it to be Saturday, but I work from home 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week. And really, Saturday is no different from any other day, except that I don't have to do geometry. So there's that. I don't have to help with geometry. So that makes it a good day here in this household. Hello. Come on in and let's make some food. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning. I see people joining. Hey, Ruth. Good morning. I've got some agar simmering on the stove. Don't y'all start your mornings with a nice simmering agar? Hey, Shirley, could you do me a quick favor? I forgot to do something. Could you run out to the Trim Healthy store and look up the cookie mix and tell me the ingredients to make a basic cookie? Because I forgot what goes in it. And I meant to look it up before because it's not on the package. Were you sleeping, Faith? Were you sleeping? I think you're right, Meredith. I've been craving cheesecake, guys, but I'm trying really hard not to live off heavy decadent desserts. My body is not faring well these days with weight wise. Things are shifting in the wrong direction. It's making me mad. And so I know Christmas holiday season there was a lot of heavy decadence, right? And so I'm trying to lighten it up some. I made those Nanaimo bars last week and I only ate like 3 this week, partially because I didn't really like them that much. They were a good recipe, just not my jam. And I'm feeling like not so chocolatey. So I wanted something light. So I wanted to make like the world's lightest cheesecake. So I've been digging around on the interwebs, and there are people that make cheesecakes completely out of cottage cheese. And then I saw somebody who stiffened almond milk with agar and turned it into whipped cream with almond milk. And I thought, now wait, if I can make whipped cream out of almond milk and agar, then surely I can make cheesecake out of cottage cheese and agar. It would do the same thing. I couldn't find a cheesecake out there that was 100% cottage cheese, but I thought, why not? I could do that. I could make a lemon cheesecake out of cottage cheese. Yeah, if you could just paste the ingredients here. I just don't remember. I'm going to use the THM cookie mix for the crust, but I want to see what goes in it so that I can tweak it. If you're watching this video live, I would love if you would give it a share. It means the world to me when you share my videos. It makes all the difference and it just makes a big difference. So if you give it a share and a like, I'd appreciate it. All right. Yeah. Meredith, she hears the Hot Mess Express. Girl. All right. I also want to ask, who sent me this? If I had to guess, it was Cindy Wetzel. Who sent me this little dusting tool? Look at this cute little dusting tool with the dog hair on it that I got in the mail yesterday. I'm going to bet it was Wetzel, but I could be wrong. Who sent me this? Whoever it was. Thank you much. I opened it and I was like, somebody sent me a tea ball. I don't drink tea. I don't like tea. Who sent me a tea ball? And then I read the label and I'm like, oh, that's for dusting chocolate on my tiramisu. Super nice. All right. I need a whisker. So I've got 4 cups of water and 4 teaspoons of agar powder. It wasn't you. Who sent me that? It's somebody that knows my address, so it has to be a shrinking sister because I tend not to tell people where I live because y'all are crazy pants and will show up at my house. No offense. I love y'all. Um, I've got 4 teaspoons of agar-agar powder. Good morning, Beverly. And I've got 4 cups of water simmering. I'm making that much so that I can just pour it into a cup, let it cool, and it will firm up, and that will give me kind of like a puck that I can use to thicken things. But I'm going to use um, I'm going to use it in my cheesecake, and I'm going to try to make almond milk whipped cream, which I'm just feeling is a little not going to happen. But people on the internet say it's doable, and the internet is always right. All right, 4 tablespoons of softened butter or melted butter or coconut oil, 1 egg, and then desired on-plant additions. Okay, I'm gonna lighten that up. It says 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm gonna do, let's see, if we wanted to keep this cheesecake a fuel bowl, we would need 8 servings, no more than 8 teaspoons, which would be 2.5 tablespoons about of oil. But if we took it down to a tablespoon and replace the rest with water because and put some agar-agar in it because we're baking it, then I think it would work. And use egg white, right? Why not? Let's try it. All right, I have this little pan. Fun story. One time, I had a beautiful set of springform pans, and I made Tilson a cheesecake, and then he put this thing. I put it. Where did I put it? Oh no, took the edger thingy off, the springform part. Took this off. Made the cheesecake. He ate the cheesecake, and then he threw this in the garbage because he thought it was like a disposable pan. So then he had to buy me new springform pans because I was so upset. And I've used them maybe 3 times since, and that was about 15 years ago. So I'm just bringing this to a simmer. Once it comes to a good simmer, I'm going to pour it into a glass bowl and let it cool off. Thank you, Michelle. My overalls, aren't they cute? They're like stretchy. All right, let's make cookie mix first. Actually, I'll just use this cup. So it says to 1.25 cup of the cookie mix. That's what I'm going to use for the crust of my pie. I'm just going to wing it. Imagine that. I know that's hard to believe. It smells good. I haven't used this that much, but I'm working on some recipes with it. That's 3/4 cup. 1 cup of the cookie mix. We're going with 1 cup. And I'm going to do what did I figure out? Did I say 1 tablespoon for the whole thing? I think that's plenty. I think that's plenty. 1 tablespoon of fat seems reasonable. I'm going to melt it. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of coconut oil melted. Where's my tablespoon? I thought I got it over here. All right. Agar-agar, if you're wondering, is a good substitute for gelatin. There's nothing wrong with gelatin. It's stiffer than gelatin. And it is made. Does anybody know what agar-agar is made from? First person to answer wins a virtual high five. I know what it's made out of. I'm not trying to get you to tell me. It's not made out of trees. No. Nice guess, though, Meredith. Nice guess. Nope, it's not made of. It's vegan. Seaweed. That's right, Susan. Agar-agar is made from seaweed. God gave us all we need. All right, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And then I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of water, and I'll go up from there. I am going to put some egg whites in here as well. Egg whites, it had 1 egg. So we're going to do 3 tablespoons of egg whites in this crust. Do 3 tablespoons. Look at me being all measury. And we'll see if we need any water. We may not need any water. No, I think it's good. 1 tablespoon of oil and 3 tablespoons of egg white, and I think we're good. I think we have just what we need. Looks good to me. And we're gonna bake it. All right, this is simmering. I'm just gonna let it simmer for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna pour it in a bowl, in another bowl, to cool off for a while and firm up. All right, if you didn't hear me say, I would love if you would give this video a share. Also, I wanted to tell you about what's coming up in February while I push this crust into this pan. I should probably spray this pan. I don't know if I need to or not. Nah, there's enough fat in it. I think it's fine. I'm not gonna spray it. I don't want it to like slide off. All right, I'm gonna spread this out, and then I'm gonna press it into the pan and hope that it's enough, because this is a pretty big spring form. So I'm gonna have to get it pretty thin, but that's okay. February, I have 2 things coming up. Well, I have more than 2, but first, the big things coming up. Holy Healthy New Year, the 2-month package. Every quarter, I try to do a 2-month package at some point during the quarter. And this time it's February and March. So if you want to join, it's $169 to join. And that's 2 whole months of group coaching. And it's a blast in there. Ask anybody on here that's part of the group. It's a wonderful group. And we're going to be focusing on restoring our faith in February. This is this size pan. Anybody know? I don't know. It's this size. It's equivalent to 1.5 times the size of my face. So we are doing restoring faith in February. I've got this to the bottom of the pan. I'm going to try to go up the edge of the pan just a touch on the corners to kind of be like a dish for this. So that is coming up in group coaching. Part of, okay, for those of you asking, part of group coaching this month is called the February Faith Challenge. We are going to be doing a challenge for growing your faith as part of your health journey. I think one of the biggest important things as part of your health journey is your faith. If you're not implementing faith as a big part of your health journey, you're missing the boat, let me tell you. It has played a huge role in loving myself, accepting myself, and wanting to do right by myself and by my God. Okay? It makes a big difference. So we're doing the February Faith Challenge. If you are part of Holy Healthy with KJ, the February Faith Challenge is part of group coaching. You do not need to do anything. It will happen in group coaching. But I am also offering just the challenge without all the coaching pieces, just the challenge. If you want to join the challenge and increase your faith in the month of February and start implementing it as part of your health journey, you can get the February Faith Challenge. It comes with a workbook that you will use each week with a different challenge to increase your faith. It's $20 to join. You get the journal and you'll get emails to remind you of the tasks. For that $20, you can invite a friend for free to join it with you. You want to do this with somebody else? You want to grow your faith along with somebody else? Join this challenge. You don't want to invite somebody else? Well, you don't have to. All right, I'm going to pour this in this bowl to cool. I think once I pour this in here, I'm going to take some of that out. That's a lot. I made a whole bunch of this because I'm going to put it in my fridge and do stuff with it. But if you want to be part of the February Faith Challenge, like I said, $20, and you get to bring somebody along for free. If you are part of group coaching, every single one of you in my group, that's well over 100 people. If you want to bring a friend along for the ride and have them join the February Faith Challenge, you get a code. Check the group. I've already given you a code to invite a friend for free. I'm going to take like, I don't know. I'm just taking, I don't know how much of this I'm just putting some aside, but I'm doing that so it'll cool quicker because that's going to take forever to cool. Logic. All right. What part of the February Faith Challenge is things like acts of service, prayer, Bible study, little bits. Not as it's great. It's going to be great. So you don't want to miss it. It's like I said, $20. The link is at the top of this post. Come join me. All right. Here's my cookie crust. I did 1 cup of cookie mix, 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil, and 3 tablespoons of egg whites. I'm going to put this in my little roasty toasty over here on the bake setting, just like it's in an oven. I'm going to bake it at 400. Wait, what did Shirley say okay, it's not on there. So I'm going to bake it at 400 for, bake. 400 for, I'm going to do 375. 375 for 5 minutes, and then I'll check it. And it may need to go longer, but that's what we're starting at. I'm going to stick this egger in the fridge for a second to start to cool off because it's hot. And then we'll start working on our cheesecake. That's going to go in our cheesecake. I want it to be still runny when it goes in our cheesecake, but I don't need it to be hot. So basically, egger is a 1-to-1. It's actually not. It's a 1 cup to 1 teaspoon ratio. All right. What now? Let's make a filling, shall we? This may require a few taste tests along the way. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this back and grab a brand new container so I know the measurement. I always have a backup container of cottage cheese in my fridge because cottage cheese is my jam. What was I going to do? I don't know. I was thinking about taking some of the whey out of this, but I changed my mind just now. All right, this is 3 cups. 3 cups of cottage cheese. So this is 24 ounces of light cottage cheese. I hope this tastes good. We're not baking this. We're only baking the crust. Right? Not always, Cindy. You're not wrong. Okay, 3 cups of cottage cheese. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of gentle sweet. I'm going to taste this along the way and see how it tastes, okay? It might be horrible. So 3 cups, 1/4 cup of that super gentle sweet. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup. This might be too much. 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Somebody said online, you need to check your ingredients because most lemon juice from the store has sugar. Well, this one doesn't. So there. All right, I've got, look at this. I happen to have a fresh bag of lemons. Just happen to have it. I don't even know why I bought these. I'm going to zest these. I'm going to get the zest of 1 lemon in, and then I'm going to get the zest of one lemon after too, because I want lots of zesty zest. I want this to be super lemony. So I'm going to do, no, I ain't washing it. It's all right. It's organic. It means it's healthy. It means it's been pooped on in a field, except these grow on trees, so it's okay. I'm all right. Pooped on lemons. It's how you build immunity. you eat unwashed fruit. Trust me, I know these things, okay? I'm doing the zest of one lemon inside, and then I'll probably do the zest of one lemon. I'll mix it in by hand after, so you see a little zesty zest in there. I think you absolutely can, Susan. It won't taste as fresh and bright as fresh lemons, but it will still taste good. It will still taste real good. I would do a teaspoon of lemon extract. That's right, Cam. That's right. Hasn't killed me yet. That's right. I know that's right. All right. I love this little thing. Makes me feel like a professional, which I'm clearly not. All right. Zest of one lemon. And then I'm going to put some of my agar in there. Doesn't matter that it's still a little warm. I just didn't want it boiling. That's looking good. It's preheated. It's half cooked, but it's preheated. All right, I'm going to put, I really have no idea how much to put. I'm going to put a quarter cup of this agar liquid in there. Is it going to be enough? I literally have absolutely no idea. I'm told you, I'm winging this. If it comes out great, awesome. If it doesn't, well, then don't make it. All right, let's see. Cheesecake extract, cream cheese extract may be good. This is, it's agar. This is a powder. You could use gelatin, but I'm trying agar because it's stiffer. She's pretty stiff. She ain't stirring up. Agar is an extract from seaweed, Sammy, that thickens stuff the way gelatin does, but more thicker. And sometimes smoother too. I may need more liquid for this. I may need more liquid. And if I do, I'm going to use lemon juice, but she's pretty thick. I just needed to slow down a bit. Tastes like cheesecake. Oh no. I'm going to get out this thing. I'm going to blend it pretty well because I want it smooth. I don't want any chunks anywhere. Nobody likes chunky cheesecake, especially when it's cottage cheese. Nobody wants to be tricked that way. So I'm going to blend it pretty good. Look at that. See how satiny that is? I didn't, Hannah. I did a quarter cup, Cindy, of gentle sweet. Yes, I hear you. I think she's pretty much done. That base. Man, this is going quicker than I thought. This was going to be a 2.5 hour video. Five minutes on a preheated oven. Mine was only 3 because I didn't preheat it and the preheat cooked it. So it was total 5 minutes. Look at my cheesecake crust. Look at this. Cookie crust. Okay, now what are we going to do while we stand here and wait? Do you think this is enough cheesecake filling or should I have doubled it? You're not wrong, Meredith. You never know. This looks, look at this, glistening, silky smooth thickness. I'm wondering if I'm going to need it thicker. I wish I knew how much this was going to thicken up. You think I should double it, Shirley? Oh my God, it's so good. Somebody get out a calculator. Oh my gosh. That tastes like a dream come true. We should make a lemon curd to go on top. We should do that instead. Let's make whipped cream and a lemon curd to go on top. A really low fat lemon curd. You're right, Heather. Thin cheesecake lemon curd. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's do that. Okay. This has this won't, never mind. We don't need a calculator. I just figured it out. Cindy. This only has 6 grams of fat in the whole container. All right. Well, I didn't look up lemon curd, so I don't know how to make a lemon curd without looking at my phone. Hold on. Let me see if I can look up a fattening one and tweak it. Low fat, no, fattening. Fattening lemon curd. I want to make it, I know lemon curd has eggs, egg yolks. I'm trying to make this a fuel pull. How can we do that without using egg yolks? Can we make lemon curd without egg yolks, or is that that's the main requirement? Let's see. A lemon curd has egg yolks, sugar, lemon zest, lemon juice, salt, and butter. Okay, that's a lot of fat. I'm looking for low fat here, people. How am I going to make lemon curd low fat? Let's see. How can I do it? I want to, I think I can use egg whites. Who thinks it's possible to make egg whites? Butter, egg yolks, and sweetener. That's what I'm thinking, Cindy, is the agar. Oh, that looks like just heaven in a bowl. Oh, that looks good too. I should put that out on the porch to cool. Hold please. I just got a message that might help me. Egg free. How do you make it egg free? Hold on, let's see. Let me just look at the ingredients. Cornstarch. Okay. Cornstarch. What's that powder? Arrowroot powder. Okay. Half a cup of juice, some lemon zest. We could use, okay. I don't know, Susan. I've never even made this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mary. Arrowroot powder. Let's see. Okay. See, I wasn't gonna have to climb up on my thing this morning, but here I am climbing up on the thing. Hold on. I need the step stool. Calm down. Take it down a notch. Oh, aggressive. All right. I know I have arrowroot somewhere. Right? I know. If an egg has 4 to 5 grams of fat and I use 2 for the whole thing. Yeah, but then I've got fat from this. There's some fat in the cookie mix. It will all add up. So I'm trying to keep it like low as possible, Vicky. So let's see if I got arrowroot. I think I do. This is dangerous when your neck is in the shape that mine's in today. All right. What's that? That's baobab, allulose, mushroom powder. I think I have arrowroot in here. Sprouted spelt sweet potato powder, because everybody has that. Masa. That's what I need to make today is cheesecake. I mean, chili. I can't think. Okay, hold on. Brown rice, flour. Whoop, baobab. Oh, there we go. Now it's getting real. Oh, sprouted whole wheat. I was looking for that. I want to make some rolls. Peanut powder. I know I had arrowroot, xanthan gum, cacao, nutritional yeast. I have like 5 bags of xanthan gum. Okay, I don't think I have arrowroot after all. It appears as though I have everything on the planet except for arrowroot. So, all right, science class has begun. What can we use instead of arrowroot to make a yummy lemon? We're going to call it curd, but it's not really. Yeah, we could use some xanthan. Hold on, let me just check one more place. I know I'm walking away and it's not very professional, and this is not how you do videos, but no, whatever. I never claimed to be a professional. Let me see if I have any here. Hold on. Rolled oats. I don't know if you can hear me while I'm out here because I am on my AirPods. Possible they can hear me out here talking. Maybe I don't know. Essentials, chocolate chips. This garage floor is cold on my feet. Okay. It has been confirmed that there is no arrowroot powder in the house. Okay. No arrowroot. So, unless I put it up here, you know, why not store things in 52 different places in the house? Because that's how you really become efficient. What's that? Freeze-dried strawberries. You know I had those. Oh. Quick breads, quinoa, brown rice. I thought that was arrowroot. I got all excited for a minute. All right, moving on. We don't have arrowroot. Officially confirmed there is no arrowroot powder. That's okay. Don't swear, she says. Lemon meringue. I could do that. You keep arrowroot in the bathroom. Okay, well, I did not know you could do that. Use arrowroot as powder. Who knew? Does that mean I could use some Johnson & Johnson baby powder and make lemon curd instead? Let's just do it with Glucki. Let's do it with agar agar. Let's just do it with agar agar. We're all on the agar agar boat this morning. Let's just do it with this. I got about a teaspoon of this left. My liquid over here, I'm gonna firm up and cut it into chunks, put it in the fridge for thickeners. It's a little too thin to be using for this. So let's just do this. Let me wash my pot. Hold, please. I'll wash this pot out. What? Y'all be using arrowroot everywhere except the kitchen. Dry shampoo. I use Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. What? I didn't know this. It's an antifungal? Okay, I need to get online and order. I must have thrown it out when I moved. Listen, when I moved from Maine, I throw every bag that was partially open because it is just impossible to move from Maine to North Carolina with a whole bunch of bags of open powders. So I throw out a lot of stuff. All right, let's see. Let's do a 1/4 cup of super sweet. I'm going to put this all on in a pan. 1/4 cup of super sweet. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I'm also going to do some lemon zest. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I'm going to do a teaspoon of agar agar. I don't know if that's right or not. We're going to do a teaspoon of that. Hopefully it won't get too thick. That's the last of my agar agar. I'm gonna do the zest of a lemon. I'm just gonna go with that and see what happens. And then if I need to add other things, I will. I know, Mama Joyful. She don't want none of that stuff. She don't want none of that. I didn't. Don't fart out there, Meredith. All right, I'm gonna turn this on medium, and I'm gonna put the zest of one lemon in there. And I'm just gonna go with that and see. If I need to add something else, I will, but I'm gonna try this and see what happens. Maybe I should do egg whites in there to help really make it more decadent, because egg whites are gonna give it a different consistency. But I don't know. I'd have to temper my egg whites. That's gonna give me, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just start here. I might have to add more lemon juice than that. Should I have done a cup of lemon juice, or is a half a cup enough? What do y'all think? Do you think I need more than a half a cup? Am I even on camera, or just my butt? It's my best angle. All right. Zest of one lemon. What do you think? Do you think I need more liquid than just a cup? Good idea, Susan. I need to, there's an Amish store here in Statesville, I think it is, and I really want to go back because I need more sprouted flour, because I want to make some sprouted flour rolls to have with. Tilson loves them. Shockingly, Tilson loves them. Okay. Blows my mind. And I have a bag right there. So now I'm going to make some sprouted rolls today. This will be a thin layer. No, I did agar, Vicky. I'm doing all agar today. I'm going all agar. It's the new trend in healthy eating. Actually, it's not. I just wanted to use up what's left in my bag. And it's stiffer than gelatin. Oh, my cookie crust, you guys. I wonder if I can take this off and show you. It's gorge. Look at my cookie crust. It's beauteous. It's beauteous. See if I can go ahead and bust it. It's almost full enough to put my cheesecake filling in. Mama Joyful's the one that taught me, Vicky. And they're 10-minute rolls. They're like 20 minutes, they're done from beginning to end. Like there's none of this rising for 2-hour nonsense. And they're big and fluffy and delicious. All right, this is shimmering. What do you think? Do you think I'm gonna need another half a cup of liquid? Let me show you what's in here. This is how much I have. When that thickens, it's not gonna be very much. I feel like I should have done a whole cup of lemon juice. Yes, I can teach you how to make the rolls. I can teach you how to make the rolls. I can do it. Maybe I'll do it Monday. Do y'all like that if I do it Monday? All right, I'm gonna do a whole, how much lemon juice did I put in there the first time? Did I do half a cup? How did that chunk of broccoli get in there? Where do you think that came from? There's a chunk of broccoli. All right, I'll make the rolls on Monday. I put a half a cup in there to start with, so I just upped it to a cup. All right, I'm gonna let that simmer for a minute. I think I'm gonna add some egg whites. I think I'm gonna temper in some egg whites. I think I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of egg whites. And I'm gonna temper that with some of that hot liquid. Because if I just go putting egg whites into my hot liquid, I am gonna have scrambled eggs. So you need to take little bits of hot liquid and whisk it into your You better be whisking hard when you do this. Make sure your bowl is spinning and pour your hot liquid into your egg whites. And that brings your egg whites up to temperature. If you just go putting cold egg whites into your hot stuff, you're going to have scrambled eggs, and nobody wants scrambled egg lemon curd. All right, then I can pour it back in here and still want to whisk it fast so I don't get any egg whites. All right. This might need a little yellow food coloring to be super bright. I don't want to go using turmeric because that just ruins things. Instant yeast, sprouted flour. Everything else should be stuff that's probably already on hand. All right, I'm gonna let that simmer for a minute and then we're gonna look at it and see. It's gotta cool to thicken up, so I don't know. All right. Everybody's excited about rolls. And suddenly nobody cared about my cheesecake anymore. Everybody's like, rolls, there's bread. All right. I'm gonna put my delicious cheesecake filling in there, and this is gonna firm up more in the fridge because of the agar-agar. I'm gonna let my low-fat curd a little over there. Yeah, I'm just teasing. Everybody's like, bread, bread. I lose everybody. I lose everybody at the mention of bread. People are like, wait, we can eat bread and be healthy? Hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone. I think after this, unless one of my admins feels like doing it right now, because you're all smarter than I am, I need to figure out the macros in this. All right, that looks redonkulous. Okay. All right, here's what my lemon curd, not really curd, my lemon stuff for the top. It's not yellow because, well, because there's nothing yellow in it. So I'm gonna take it off the heat and let it cool. And I'm gonna see, do I have any yellow food coloring? Because listen, a woman needs things to look like they're supposed to taste. So nobody can eat clear gel and pretend that it's lemon. It's just not possible. If you do that, you're gonna think this really isn't lemon because it's a clear gel, and it's gonna freak you out and you're not gonna be happy with it. So you should put food coloring in it if you have food coloring. I apparently don't have any food coloring. I thought I did. I think I am gonna put, do I have any lemon extract? THM doesn't have lemon extract, do they? Does THM have lemon? I don't remember. No, but McCormick does. All right, I'm gonna put half a teaspoon of lemon extract in there to make it even more lemony. And if I had food coloring, I would put a couple of drops of yellow in there because, you know, my brain is gonna go, that ain't lemon. Exactly, Cindy. I have to put my Zevia into, I already put the whole zest of a lemon. Hey, Amber. I've got a whole lemon zest in there already. But I'm gonna zest a lemon on top too when I finish making whipped cream. All right. I'm hoping this thickens up. If this doesn't thicken up, we're gonna add something else to it. I don't know what, but we're gonna give it a minute to cool and thicken. I should put it in a cup that's, see my agar-agar now? See that? Shiny. Isn't that neat? Check this out. See that? Isn't that cool? Super cool. And that one over there is starting to cool off. It's gonna take a while. All right, let's put this in another bowl. Yes, I'm dirtying a million bowls because I want it to cool some. As that agar-agar cools, it's gonna thicken a lot. So, and it may even thicken too much. In which case, I'm gonna whip in some almond milk. If this thickens too much, I'm gonna put it in my blender with a little almond milk and make a fluffy fluff stuff. This cheesecake may have 379 steps, but it will be delicious. I should taste it. I don't think I want to put xanthan gum in it because I think this is gonna, oh, it's nice and yellow now. It's yellowing. It's turning yellower as I watch. Did I put sweetener in? Yes, I did. That, ooh, girl, that is some lemon. That is good. All right, I'm gonna let that thicken. I have a feeling that's gonna firm up just like that agar-agar, in which case I'm gonna whip it with some almond milk. That's right, Meredith. People are like, oh, THM, it's too much work. It's too hard. You know what else is hard? Being fat. Trust me, I know. I'd rather spend 375 extra hours working on healthy food than carrying around extra pounds because that is way harder. You know what else is harder? Diabetes. You know what else is harder? High cholesterol. You know what else is harder? Strokes. You know what's not hard? 379 steps for a cheesecake. That's not hard. Listen, if you want things to be easy, then you don't want to get healthy. Healthy, it's not easy to get healthy. Get over it. You can do hard things. You're a grown up. Quit your whining and do hard things. Okay, let's make some whipped cream out of almond milk. I have my doubts, okay, that this is doable. I have my doubts, but people online have said that my doubts are invalid and that it can be done. I'm going to try it with agar-agar. If it doesn't work, I will switch and do it with gelatin. Okay, bunch of ice. You got to have ice because you got to have this really, really cold. Okay, make this harder than it needs to be, KJ. Okay, hold on. I need more ice. I need it. I'm doing this because I want my gelatin or my agar-agar, whatever. I want things to whip, and you need them to be cold to whip. Okay, let's get some almond milk. I like I said, I'm skeptical that this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway because science is fun. And if it doesn't work, well, then we'll put canned Whippy Whip on top and we'll all be fine. I'm gonna start with 1 cup. I may need more. 1 cup of cold almond milk on top of ice. And I'm gonna put, this should be melted before I put it in there. So I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of my agar-agar mixture. So that would be a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/4 cup. And I'm gonna put some gentle sweet in there. I'm gonna put a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna whip and see what happens. I'm gonna use the whipper setting, the whipper thing. All right, everybody pray. Lord, we thank you for whipped cream. It's coming everywhere, all over my clothes. It's too bad I didn't have 75 aprons. Hold on. Let me just grab one. I'm part of KJ's tribe, but that's what my apron says. KJ's tried. How do I stop that from happening? It's going everywhere. Just like that. Anyone have the secret to keeping cheese and pancakes from sticking to the skillet? Lower your heat, Meredith. That's right, Sammy. Absolutely right. Spot on, my friend. You don't have to do this every day. But if you want and something to get you through the week, well, you got to put the effort in, don't you? You need to lower your heat way down. This isn't gonna whip. I'm not gonna make whipped cream out of almond milk. I don't know. I think those people on the interwebs are nuts. This is interesting. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in while I just stand here and whip stuff for an hour. It's thickening up exactly none. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I need more agar agar. Maybe I just need to use gelatin. I don't know. Let me think. I probably could have done my cheesecake with gelatin too. But oh, that's so pretty. It is thickening some, but not as much. Well, keep going, KJ. They said to do it for a while. They said not to get impatient. Hold on. They said the two most important ingredients are ice and patience. So the first, it would have, Bonnie. Yep, for sure. I'm struggling to lift a lot. My mixer's under the cabinet. This is going to be, Benita, a fuel pull. My goal is to be a fuel pull. I'm trying to make it a fuel pull. Will it work? I don't know. But we're trying. Oh, this is not going to whip. Have fun, Mary Malone. All right, that's not going to whip. So what else can we try? Should we try gelatin? If we do the same, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this aside to whip into my agar agar stuff over there. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to try gelatin instead. I need just one more bowl. I've got 67 out. I need another bowl. My agar agar there. I could put, will that fit in here? No, it won't. So why am I even trying? I don't know. All right, there's just a tiny bit left in there. I'm just gonna rinse that down the drain. There's not that much left. All right, gonna run that down the drain for a moment. And I'm gonna run some cold water in there to get it nice and cold. This is recipe creation, you guys. It's science class. It's trying until you figure it out. I want my bowl cold. I know, we're getting more and more steps. Everybody's like, oh, teaching recipes, there's so many ingredients and instructions. Yes, there is. You're not wrong. All right, let's try again. We'll do 1 cup of cold almond milk. And then let's do a tablespoon of cold water. And put some gelatin in there, a big old pile of it. Gelatin. Tell me I have some. I know I do because I just ordered some. Right here. Let's do, what do you think? Tablespoon? A tablespoon of gelatin, too much? Is that too much? Probably too much. Let's do 2 teaspoons of gelatin in my cold water. Should have done that. Yes, cold water. That's right, cold water. Gonna bloom it in cold water, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of hot water in here. Okay, 2 teaspoons might be too much. I don't know. We're about to find out. It either will be or it won't. And then I'm gonna put some hot water in here, just another tablespoon. You need it in cold water for a second, and then you need it in hot water for a second, and that blooms it. And it will either turn into whipped cream or it won't. If it doesn't, I've got it in a can. Whipped cream comes in a can, so you don't have to worry about wasting your time and ingredients, messing it up. I'll do it for you. And then if it comes out good, great. If it doesn't, well, then you don't have to waste your time. Just waiting for the hot water. It likes to take its time. All right. Tablespoon. Might be enough, might not. Let's try it. Just need to get it remelty. Yep, perfect. Now my gelatin is bloomed. I've got a whole lot of gelatin for that amount of whipped cream. Let's see what happens. You need one of those covers. Oh yeah, I need sweetener in there too. I'll add that if this whips. If it whips, I'll add some sweetener. It's already more whippy than the agar was. I think agar is stronger than gelatin, but I only did a teaspoon. And I didn't activate it with heat. And I think that might be my issue. This really should be in a stand mixer. But I can't get the ice around the stand mixer, that's the problem. And I need the ice. I know what this needs. This needs fat. This needs fat. This needs fat. This needs fat. You have to have fat to whip. That's my problem. My problem is I don't have any fat. I need a teaspoon of fat. Just a teaspoon, just a wee little smidge. It'll melt in there when I whip it and whip it good. Teaspoon of fat. Let's try that. That might help. Fat is critical, in whipping things. Maybe. I don't know. I just made that up. I feel like fat's important. Fat is why whipped cream went, because it's got fat. A lot, then there's fat. It's just flying everywhere. Hey, guess what? It's not going to do it. All right, I give up. Okay, that was about as effective as nothing. So where canned whipped cream it is. Canned whipped cream. All right, I'm going to take my slightly cooled lemon curd stuff. I'm going to add in my 1 cup of almond milk with 1 teaspoon of agar-agar. And I'm going to blend it until it's frothy. And then I'm going to spread it on the top, and I'm going to pray to the blender gods that it firms up in the fridge. I have gelatin through places that it shouldn't belong. Where's my cover? Over here. All right. I know. I know. All right. Blend it good. Like real good. Like 30 seconds or so. And we'll just see what happens. That coffee is nasty pants. I have bought almond nut pods for the last time. I bought this. It's disgusting, just like I expected it to be. This, however, do you see this? That's divine. All right, do you think if I pour this over my cheesecake that it's going to firm up, or am I going to regret that decision? What's your guess? I'm going to do it. I know it's clear. It doesn't look like lemon curd, but when it firms up, I think it will. I think it's going to be amazeballs. And then I'm going to do a little lemon zest on top. So you need to go through an entire bag of lemons to make this cheesecake. We're going to put this outside. Well, I was thinking I should put it outside on the porch, but if I do that, it's probably a really bad idea. The neighbor's cat. I'll go out and the neighbor's cat will be rolling in it. That wouldn't be so good. I think this is going to be a win, okay? I think this is going to be a win. It's going to firm up. Agar-agar is going to be the new, I don't know, what's the trendy thing in THM? It's going to be the new thing that everybody wants. Oh, that's a good idea, Hannah. Or I could just put it in my fridge. But I think it would cool off quicker outside because it's cold outside. Put it out on the porch with a big bowl over the top. You're right. That's a good idea. So smart, Hannah. That makes it look lemony, even though it's clear. All right, I think that's going to be delightful. There it is. Ooh, look, do you see that? It's getting a little firm already. Let me go put this on the deck, and I'll be right back. I'd love to wait for it to be done with you all, but then we'd be here till noon. I'm just going to put this outside. Right here on the deck. All right, I'm back. I think that cheesecake is going to be a big win. So I have to sit and figure out the fat contents after this video. That stuff right there. Okay, we can't call it curd because not. That is so good. The stuff that was in here, that lemon stuff, curd, curd, not curd, is delicious. That's good. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm going to go figure out the fat grams in that lemon cheesecake. And when it's done, I will slice it and show you all the lemon curd cheese, not cheesecake with crust. The filling, Vita, was cottage cheese that I whipped it good. I whipped it and added a whole bunch of ingredients to it, and it was delicious. So as soon as it's firmed up, I will share with all of you, and we'll get the recipe written up if it doesn't suck, and we'll figure out the fat so that I know for sure if it's a light S or a fuel pull. But I used 1 teaspoon of fat. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because that was in the stuff that I threw out. There was no fat in the lemon curd at all. There was no fat. There was 6 grams of fat in the entire cheesecake base. And the cookie crust had 1 tablespoon of fat. This may be an ultra fuel pull. I got to figure out how much fat is in the THM cookie. You know, not the fat that I added, but in the actual crust. I have to sit and do some math, because I think that this may or may not be an ultra fuel pull, which would be the lowest of the low, under 5 grams of fat per serving. I definitely think we're going to be within that. Yeah, it's going to be. See, look, here's a piece of my agar. See how it's firmer than gelatin? It's more bouncy. Like, watch. Well, it didn't bounce. Never mind. It's like, it tastes like chewy air. So it's a great addition. I think it's more consistent than gelatin in how it firms up. Like, it always firms up. Like, look at this. This is my big ball. And you could, once this is done, I can take it out and slice it and put it in Ziploc bags. And then this will last for months in the fridge. It's nothing. But see how it's getting spongy already? It's much more consistent in how it firms up than gelatin. I like agar, and I just used the last of it, so I need to place an order for some agar. All right. Thank you for joining me. Monday we'll make sprouted rolls. Well, I said Monday, but I want to make some this weekend. And if I make them this weekend, then I won't have any sprouted flour to make them for you on Monday. So either I have to not make them for you on Monday, or I have to not eat them this weekend. I'll try to save them for Monday. And maybe we'll make breakfast sandwiches with sprouted rolls. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Please give this video a share. Don't miss out on the February Faith Challenge. $20 for you and a friend to join and really increase your faith and make it part of your Trim Healthy journey. Also, or your food addiction journey. Also, don't miss out on Chain Breakers. You can join anytime. The content is, if I say so myself, it's pretty good. Also, Holy Healthy New Year, February, March. Restoring Faith in February, Restoring Mindset in March. Mindset March is amazing, you guys. If you invest your time into Mindset March, it will change the way you think about yourself. So come join me. $169 gets you 2 months in the group. That is an amazing deal. And you get to be part of a small community in Marco Polo where you will find your best friends, and then you're never going to want to leave group coaching. So trust me, just come try it out, even if it's just for 2 months. And if at the end of 2 months you're like, I hated that, well, you don't have to come back. It's all right. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. And I will, we'd hate it if she came back for another live. I've got to record some videos, and then we'll see. We'll see if I get the gumption, or I'll just go buy more sprouted flour somewhere. I'll go find some somewhere. All right, guys, I love you so much. I'll see you back.